Hello everyone and welcome yet again to my making of video. This time, as opposed to the last time, I actually have idea what I want to make, so the process of the painting itself is quite different. I wanted to go with different style as well, more cartoonish than actually paintery, so you'll see quite different techniques this time. You can see that I had no idea how to draw a skull, so I had to actually make some exercises on the side. Initially I wanted to have sort of like a tilted jaw look to it, but it just didn't look good. I really need to make a couple of exercises on comic style to actually attempt anything more difficult. So yeah, usually the face takes the longest times, there is lots of redrawing, lots of changing of the things, so you can already see, like, this jawline gave me so much problems. Like, I've been redoing it ages and ages. Sure, this weren't that easy either. Fortunately, sooner than later I actually get a hold of the painting and lay down basic sketch for the whole structure. But yeah, the idea for the painting itself was kind of me sitting on enlarged stylus of my graphic tablet, like in a white room, and sort of hovering and looking down at little chibi versions of my creations. Like, I wanted this painting to have sort of happy go feel about it. This sort of, you know, artist admiring his own creation. You get the drift. But yeah, the sketching is not done yet. Because I wanted to go with cartoonish style, so there's gonna, like, first I need to lay down the sketch itself and then to actually refine the lines, because you can see the lines now are extremely messy and they need to be cleaned out before I will attempt at anything. At the moment I'm just trying to fix minor issues with the line weight and just generally redraw it so it's gonna be clean, adding a mandatory ponytail to indicate that it's not some kind of mullet style hairstyle. To be horrible. But yeah, as I mentioned before, a redrawing of a jawline, that's gonna probably take us a couple of minutes, so, you know. Fortunately, it didn't took me that long, so I could jump right into the glasses. I noticed that I look really weird without the glasses, so I kind of have to add them. You know, giving the shirt some wrinkles so it's not so flat and plain, to introduce some differentiation in the texture of the fabric. You really don't want to have large plain areas because they kind of draw the eye and in a very unpleasant way. Giving more details to the stylus, I kinda had to stop drawing to look at it and then draw again, so kind of back and forth going on. It has really weird shape, but it's not a penis, alright guys? It's a pen, not a penis. I do not want this kind of comments down there. So I think that sketching's actually done, so now I'm going for the background. Oddly enough, going straight for the color, at least for the sky. So at this time I actually changed the whole concept of the painting. Like, it kind of went 180. Instead of hovering in a room, I'm kind of flying through the sky on this pen of mine, kind of creating clouds. I always liked painting clouds. It's very relaxing activity, mainly because it doesn't require a lot of thought. Like, you can just go with the flow and whatever, you can go wild. It's very nice and fun exercise, very calming. So yeah, clouds are actually almost done, and now I'm going for masking. First I want to lie a flat color for me and the pen, so that I could have easier time while putting down actual colors. This is once again a little bit boring because I'm just filling up the spaces. It's essentially an adult version of Color Me pages, with exception that I only use one color and I did the outlines myself. So not all that exciting. Yet again I'm doing gray values, so it will be easier for me for the coloring purpose. I really try not to go straight into the color. First I want to do values because I really don't feel comfortable working with color. I often joke that I'm sort of mental Daltonist, that I have prejudice against color and I refuse to use it. I keep the glasses on separate layers so that I can easily toggle them on and off, so that allows me to have easier time while shading the rest of the face. Face generally is quite complicated to shade. I mean, it's not that hard, it's just it has quite a lot of structures in there, as opposed to, I don't know, an arm, which is basically a cylinder, or a shirt, which still is actually easier because I have all those lines that easily indicate me where should I put shade and where should I put highlights. On face you can't really do that because the more lines you put on face, the older it looks. You know, I look more like 16 than 60. But yeah, enough rambling, now it's time for color. I made the mistake of keeping all the color on the same layer, which kind of caused them to bleed in into each other. That mistake cost me like 10 or 20 minutes of workload, so that's essentially a waste of time, which I will erase like in a minute. So enjoy wasting your time with me. That was fun, wasn't it? Yep. And a minute. Bingo. I also noticed that I didn't really like the whole hard feel of the coloring. What I did is that I basically was working with a hard round brush, which is hard to... it's hard. It's really difficult to make it look smooth. So what I did is that I just basically took a smooth brush and smoothed out everything, so it's gonna be, you know, a little bit smoother. Now I'm trying to do something with color, maybe, you know, cheat my way through with gradient maps. Didn't really work out. So unfortunately I had to do it the proper way and to lay down actual colors. This time though I keep everything on separate layers so I can have more control over everything. I also changed the color palette. You know, I noticed that I really like drawing orange shirts, even though I have none of them. Most of my shirts are either white or black or grey. I really don't have any color. I should probably buy myself an orange shirt. That would do it. Another no-brainer trick that I like to use, especially on skin, is to shift the hue of the color as the color gets darker or lighter. It helps a bit with the realism and it's basically really easy. You just make shadows different color and boom, you have it. But yeah, the painting is actually done. Now I'm just trying to finalize the texture of the hair to add different effects to it, maybe blend it a bit with the background, but there is nothing else changed. So the last thing to say is thank you for your time and thank you for watching, and I hope that I'm gonna see you next time.